Okay, so let's look at the injector tool. It's a metal shaft with a little hole down here at the bottom. You can see it. Gets dirt in it, so you always have to clean that out. One turn, half a teaspoon. So what you want to do, I'm going to come over here. What you want to do is locate a gopher hole like this and then find out where the gopher is pushing it out. And I kind of think he's pushing it this way. So I'm thinking the hole could be over here. So we're going to test it. Okay, I went right into the tunnel. So we're in the tunnel now. So what we want to do is pull this out, clear our hole there so all the poison will go in, go back in, and give this one turn. And that's going to put about half a teaspoon of poison in that hole. Now odds are that hole is probably going over here, so let's test again. No. Nope, he's probably heading this way. There we go. We just found the tunnel again. So we pull it out, clear that hole, so all the poison goes in, go back in the hole, one turn, half a teaspoon. Okay, now I switch to this hole. Now I haven't pre-checked for the tunnels on these yet. So I'm looking at the way the dirt is coming out, and I'm guessing he's pushing this way, and I'm thinking the hole might be over there. So let's give it a shot. Nope. Nope. So you just keep probing until you find yourself slip into one of those tunnels. Okay, there we go, we found it. We hit that gap and it shoved us to the bottom of the tunnel. So pull out the tool, clear out that little delivery hole, put it back in, do one rotation, and there you got all your poison in. So it looks like he's going that way. So let's try another one over here. Nope. Maybe he's turned this way. There we go. Just got it again. So they're probably connecting these two holes here. So we're going to clear out that hole, put it back in, and that gopher's dead. Okay, so let's look at the injector tool. It's a metal shaft with a little hole down here at the bottom. You can see it. Gets dirt in it, so you always have to clean that out. And then this tube is actually filled up with poison, and then you fill this canister with the poison. Now, in my day, when I used to do a lot of pest control work, we were able to use strychnine laced radish seeds. So it was radish seeds soaked in strychnine, and that stuff worked really good, but they don't allow that anymore. So this is the top where you fill in the poison. So you take this little wing nut off. Sometime today we'll get this off, and then you pop this off, and then you fill your poison inside this canister. Never fill it up all the way, because you're not going to use that much poison, and if somehow it absorbs moisture, you're going to ruin all that poison. So just fill it up about, oh, maybe a quarter, unless you're going to be doing acres of gophers. Then you go ahead and seal it back up, put your wing nut on, and once again, let's see if we can show you here. This is the deliverer, so when you push this around, it opens up that bottom chamber and delivers it inside the gopher tunnel. So let's see if we can see this. Okay, so there is our hole. Watch when I open it up, you're going to see the poison right in it. Those are all the little poison capsules that are going to go inside that gopher tunnel, and he's going to just love eating those. So let's close it back up. Okay, let's do it again. So now there's no dirt on there. So this is underneath the ground. You go ahead and you open it up. That goes right into that hole. Up, we got one piece of poison. So I don't want that to get anywhere. So this by Victor is what we're using now. Can't use the cyanide anymore. So this stuff works good. It also works for rats if you want to put it around rats, but don't get it around any animals. I never liked doing surface poisoning. I always wanted it inside the tunnel at my customer's house. I never wanted the liability of killing an animal or something like that. I did primarily commercial properties, probably 80% commercial and 20% residential. So I carried a pest control license and an applicator license. So I could spray lots, I could do anything with your trees, any type of pre-emergent, any disease control, but I didn't like doing that because I wanted to end up with everything in my body at the end of my life. I didn't want to have to start having things taken out because I was exposed to all this stuff. So I did spray for Roundup and stuff like that, and then they found out later that's horrible, but I never had any consequences from that. So anyway, I hope you learned something from this, and if you like our channel, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.